Edward Zwick,
Himself.
you made chess look sexy.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You kind of turned a game that is notorious for boredom and made it into a like a Remember the Titans kind of thing.
Well, you know, he was a rock star.
Yeah.
And it's really important to realize that he may have even been sort of the first sort of pre-punk hero. And he was like a lot of these guys, he didn't give a fuck. He was inappropriate. He was anti-authoritarian. He was a sort of a snazzy dresser.
He was a diva.
He was a diva.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to remember that the Beatles had come '63, and all of a sudden there was this new thing called media culture, and he was one of its first darlings. He was also one of his first victims, I think.
Yeah. I think, for me, I saw a documentary about it. I knew the story.
Sure.
And I think that when you direct a based on true events kind of story, it's always the difficult part is making a true story that may be sort of boring at points into something that's sexy, like the adding of the prostitute kind of thing. Was that something that was in the story, or was that more of like a?
Well, I mean, look, he was. The important thing was to say that he was a complex figure and a man,
right?
And the idea that there would be women in his life and that he would be interested is not a big leap. Ironically, so much of what we did, his words in the interviews, a lot of the scenes are taken from the record, because this was the first time that they were recording everything.
Yeah.
I had Dick Cavett sitting in the room with me as we were doing
the
interview, and he had done the interview, and I even needed him to fill in some syllables in the track to help. So it was an opportunity, and it's a rare opportunity when the actual facts themselves are also dramatic.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to make up anything.
Did you kind of, when you go between actual HD of what I'm looking at and the old kind of thing, was there like a difficulty in recreating that?
Well, first of all, we found a lab in Germany that had a lot of reversal film, and we found Bolex.
Oh, wow.
We used old cameras. We used 8 cameras. We used 3-perf. We did everything to do it in the same manner. And I always felt that there was this opportunity of describing his very personal inner experience, at the same time describing the public world of the documentary and the interview process, and to let those sort of bounce off each other, and that would create a kind of a slightly out of control montage effect, which is also what was going on in his mind.
Yeah. I thought that was done perfectly as far as in between what made chess like I said, sexy, and then taking this maelstrom of activity and turning into, I just thought, and I sat with a friend, and afterwards he's like, I think we should play chess.
Well, I think you should. I think you'd be surprised. It's a pretty great experience.
Yeah. Are you a chess man yourself?
Not compared to those that I met in the making of this movie, but I've had fun doing it.